Hello everyone, welcome back to Captain Discovery. Today we're going to explore the production process of one of the biggest and most popular coffee chains in the world. Starbucks Coffee. Did you know that Starbucks accounts for up to 57% of the coffee shop market share in the United States? This means that nearly 2/3 of the coffee sold at coffee shops across the country comes from Starbucks. But not only in the US, Starbucks is also a global giant with nearly 30,000 coffee shops spread across continents. From small coffee shops on street corners in Tokyo and Paris to large stores in New York, Starbucks has truly made its mark everywhere. This rapid growth is evident through its massive store network and impressive revenue figures. From 2000 to 2007, the number of its cafes soared from 3,500 to over 15,000, more than quadrupling in just 7 years. On average, the company opened 1,500 stores each year, with 2007 alone accounting for 2,500 new locations. During this period, its revenue skyrocketed from $2 billion to an outstanding $9.4 billion. So how did Starbucks evolve from a small store in Seattle to such a vast scale? Join us as we uncover the journey of turning coffee beans into an empire. Subscribe now and join Captain Discovery's journey. Starbucks began its journey in 1971 at Pike Place Market in Seattle when three friends, Zev Siegel, Jerry Baldwin, and Gordon Boker, opened a small coffee store, specializing in selling high-quality coffee beans from regions like Colombia, Indonesia, and Ethiopia. They named the store Starbucks, inspired by a character from the novel Moby Dick, with a mermaid logo symbolizing the allure of coffee flavors. At that time, American consumption trends were mainly focused on instant coffee or home-brewed coffee, so Starbucks initially concentrated on selling roasted coffee beans for customers to brew at home. Consumers did not come to coffee shops to enjoy drinks as they do today, but instead bought coffee beans for home use. A turning point came in 1983 when Howard Schultz joined the company as the Director of Marketing and Sales. In this year, Schultz visited Italy and came back inspired by a bold idea: transformed Starbucks from a simple coffee bean retailer into cozy cafes. The following year, the company introduced its first latte, and the concept took off. By 1987, Schultz, then just 34 years old, joined forces with investors to purchase Starbucks for $3.8 million. With a clear vision in mind, he embarked on an ambitious path of rapid expansion. By 1992, Starbucks had 165 stores and quickly grew to 1,000 stores by 1996, expanding into Japan and Singapore, then continuing to other markets in Asia and Europe. By 2017, Starbucks had over 28,000 stores worldwide, including 14,000 stores in the US, capturing 57% of the coffee shop market share there. Starbucks is not just a coffee chain, it has become a part of popular culture, appearing in movies, TV shows, and with products like Frappuccino that made a big splash. Starbucks has truly become a symbol of modern lifestyle, where people come to enjoy the space and experience, not just a cup of coffee. Now that we've covered Starbucks' history, let's follow me as we explore the unique production process behind the flavor of this brand. Our destination today is Hacienda Alsacia. This farm is located in Costa Rica, a country famous for lush rainforests and majestic volcanoes. Hacienda Alsacia is the first coffee farm that Starbucks owns, situated right on the slopes of Poas volcano. This location is special not only for its stunning scenery, but also for its significance in Starbucks' coffee production journey. With 10 hectares of land dedicated to research, this is where Starbucks focuses on developing new coffee varieties and sustainable farming methods. In the farm's nursery, over 50,000 seedlings are being carefully tended to, with around 60 different coffee varieties ready for the new planting season. These seedlings include not only popular varieties, but also specialty ones selected for resistance to coffee rust, a fungal disease that causes coffee plants to wither and drastically reduces productivity. To combat this threat, Starbucks is heavily invested in researching advanced farming techniques, helping coffee plants grow strong and produce high-quality beans. Under the Costa Rican sun, these seedlings gradually grow, undergoing natural development until they're ready for harvest. When the coffee plants mature, the farmers begin harvesting the bright red cherries. Interestingly, the harvesting process here does not rely on machinery as many people might think, but is done entirely by hand. That's right, by these very hands. This requires meticulous skill from the farmers. Every day they go through each coffee plant, inspecting and selecting only the ripest cherries. Only cherries that have reached perfect ripeness are picked, because underripe or overripe ones can affect the flavor of the coffee beans later on. On average, a farmer can pick between 100 and 200 pounds of coffee cherries each day, equivalent to about 45 to 90 kilograms. Handpicking ensures that only the best cherries enter the processing stage. After being harvested, the coffee cherries need to be processed immediately to retain the freshness and flavor of the beans. This is when the wet processing method begins. The cherries are first submerged in water tanks for sorting. Cherries that float are usually lower quality or pest-infested and are removed. The remaining cherries are then sent through a pulping machine to remove the outer skin and separate the fruit pulp from the coffee beans inside. This process is similar to pitting a cherry to reveal the small bean inside. And did you know the outer skin, often called cascara, used to be primarily used as compost or fuel? But now Starbucks has found a way to repurpose cascara in a completely new way. It can now be turned into tea, syrup, soda, and even beer. This helps maximize the use of natural resources, turning what was once discarded into new creative and appealing products. This is how Starbucks creates unique experiences for customers while minimizing waste. Once the coffee beans have been pulped, a layer of mucilage remains on them. To remove this layer, the bean must go through fermentation and washing. They are soaked in fermentation tanks overnight, where natural microorganisms help soften the mucilage. The next morning, the farmers stir the beans vigorously in clean water to remove any remaining mucilage. This process needs to be done carefully to ensure the beans are not damaged and retain their natural flavor. Starbucks places great emphasis on treating wastewater from this washing process. The water contains coffee mucilage, which can pollute water sources if not properly treated. Therefore, Starbucks is invested in modern water treatment systems to protect freshwater sources and the surrounding environment. After being cleaned, the coffee beans are dried on special drying patios. These patios are designed to allow the beans to dry evenly under the sun while being protected from elements like rain and wind. The beans are spread out in a thin layer on the patio and turned over several times a day to ensure even drying. This process usually lasts from 1 to 2 weeks until the bean's moisture content drops to around 11%, the ideal level for storage and transport. This step helps the coffee beans retain their natural flavor and freshness, ready for the next processing stage. Once they reach the desired moisture level, the coffee beans are stored in warehouses with a protective husk. They then rest for a short time to stabilize their quality before moving on to the roasting process. Next comes the roasting stage, a crucial step in creating Starbucks' signature flavor. Roasting transforms the beans from green to deep brown, creating complex and varied flavors ranging from woody notes and chocolate to a subtle fruity acidity. Starbucks roasts around 1 million pounds of coffee each day, but this process is more than just putting beans into a machine and waiting. Starbucks has a team of 7 master roasters, individuals with deep experience and passion for coffee. They closely monitor the roasting process, fine-tuning the time, which lasts between 12 to 15 minutes, and temperatures ranging from 356 degrees Fahrenheit to 482 degrees Fahrenheit. That's 180 degrees Celsius to 250 degrees Celsius, depending on the desired roast level. Light roast, typically at temperatures between 356 and 401 degrees Fahrenheit, 180 to 205 Celsius. At this temperature, the beans have a lighter color, retain more natural flavors, and exhibit a refreshing acidity. Medium roast, temperatures range from 410 to 428 Fahrenheit, 210 to 220 degrees Celsius. This level balances sweetness and bitterness, creating a harmonious and rich flavor that appeals to most customers. Dark roast, the temperature can rise to between 437 and 482 degrees Fahrenheit, 225 to 250 degrees Celsius. At this level, the beans turn darker, with more robust flavors and a hint of smokiness or caramel, ideal for those who enjoy a stronger coffee. For example, Starbucks has signature products like Pike Place Roast, Espresso Roast, Sumatra, and Blonde Roast. Pike Place Roast offers a balanced and easy-to-drink flavor, suitable for everyone. Espresso Roast, on the other hand, is bold and intense, perfect for those who love a strong espresso shot. Sumatra brings deep, earthy flavors with low acidity and a very distinctive profile, while Blonde Roast is lighter with fresh and bright notes. Each type is roasted in a unique way to highlight its natural characteristics. After roasting, the beans are cupped to check their quality. The cupping process begins with smelling the coffee's aroma, the first sign of what you'll taste. If it smells delightful, it's likely that the taste will also be pleasing. The next step is to slurp the coffee. When slurping, the tasters inhale along with the coffee, allowing the coffee flavor to spread across the palate, helping them appreciate the full spectrum of notes. Then they describe the flavors they detect, from chocolate, fresh herbs, earthy tones, to floral notes or subtle sweetness. When the perfect blend is found, they calculate specific ratios like 25% of one variety, 50% of another, and a dash of a third to achieve balance. Then they roast these coffees together to evaluate if the blend achieves the desired flavor. This is the final step in creating a perfect coffee blend. Blending is an art at Starbucks, and the goal is to create a signature flavor that you won't find anywhere else. Each Starbucks blend is crafted from unique components with distinctive flavor profiles and roasting characteristics, providing a unique taste experience for coffee lovers. After cupping, the coffee beans undergo strict quality control at the dry milling facility. Here, there are multiple processing lines where about 20 women manually inspect the beans to remove those that don't meet quality standards. Only the best beans are kept and sent for packaging. The coffee beans are ground to varying degrees from coarse to fine, depending on their intended use. Each bag of coffee is carefully sealed to ensure freshness, ready to be shipped to Starbucks stores worldwide. Starbucks now has over 34,000 stores in 83 countries, making it easy to find one in cities like New York, Tokyo, Paris, or Beijing. Their skilled baristas use the exclusive, Clover Vertica machines to serve you a delicious cup of coffee in just 30 seconds. But how does Vertica achieve such impressive efficiency? It all starts at the Trier Center, Starbucks' hub for innovation and testing, where technology and processes are meticulously refined.
Welcome to the Trier Center.
Everything starts from the design sketches at the Trier Center, where Starbucks engineers draft every component of the machine, from the frame and pump system to control circuits. They need to ensure the machine can withstand high temperatures and pressures while preserving the flavor of each drop of coffee. To meet durability and safety requirements, the machine is built using stainless steel, ensuring longevity and keeping the coffee clean as it comes into contact with the machine's parts. After finalizing the design, the machine components are manufactured. Engineers use CNC technology to create precise parts down to the millimeter. This ensures all parts of the machine fit together perfectly, from the sturdy frame to the sophisticated internal circuits. The result is a Clover Vertica machine that stands strong and operates smoothly, handling the busy crowds every day. One of the most impressive features of the Clover Vertica is its ability to control temperature and brewing time with incredible precision. It might sound complex, but this is the key to delivering perfect coffee cups. Thanks to this, baristas can adjust settings for each coffee bean type, from the light fruity notes of the Ethiopian beans to the rich flavors of Sumatra. This ensures that each reserved cup you enjoy is precise and refined. Once all components are ready, the machine assembly begins. This is when the engineers thoroughly test systems like the heating unit and brewing mechanism. You can think of the brewing mechanism as a modern version of a French press. This system allows precise control of brewing time, ensuring each cup of coffee reaches the ideal strength. After brewing, the vacuum system quickly separates the coffee grounds from the liquid, taking only about 30 seconds. This results in a clear, sediment-free cup, much faster than traditional brewing methods. After rigorous quality checks, the Clover Vertica machine is cleaned, packaged, and shipped to stores worldwide. Each machine is tested to ensure it functions well in all conditions, even during the busiest times. At the stores, baristas receive detailed training on how to use the machine, ensuring that no matter which store you visit, your coffee quality remains consistent. The machine is ready to brew a delicious cup of coffee in just 30 seconds. What's your favorite drink at Starbucks? If you prefer a cold brew, the machine can quickly extract a rich shot of coffee and cool it instantly. For a Frappuccino, the strong coffee base blends perfectly with ice, milk, and caramel for a smooth taste. So where does the milk Starbucks uses come from? The milk that Starbucks uses is sourced from trusted suppliers around the world, including dairy farms in the United States, Europe, and New Zealand. These farms adhere strictly to animal welfare standards and product quality. In the U.S., farms from regions like Wisconsin, California, and Oregon are the main milk suppliers for Starbucks. In Europe, milk can come from countries like the Netherlands and France, where cows graze on lush pastures. New Zealand is also a source of milk, with its temperate climate helping cows thrive and produce high-quality milk. These farms not only supply fresh milk, but also ensure that their farming practices are eco-friendly. Importantly, Starbucks suppliers do not use RBST growth hormones to boost milk production, ensuring that the milk retains its natural purity. At the dairy farms that supply Starbucks, every morning, as dew lingers on the lush green pastures, the milking machines begin to hum. The dairy cows enter the milking area, where vacuum pumps gently attach to their udders. The sound of the milking machines hums steadily as the fresh milk flows into large storage tanks. Within minutes, dozens of liters of fresh milk are collected, kept cool to preserve its freshness. As soon as it leaves the udder, the milk is transferred directly into massive stainless steel tanks and quickly chilled to about 4 degrees Celsius, 39 degrees Fahrenheit. The cool air from the tanks keeps the milk fresh and prevents any bacteria from developing. The pure streams of milk flow into the tanks, ready for the next stage of their journey. When the tanks are full, the milk is pumped into specialized refrigerated tanker trucks. These trucks roll along the road, heading towards the processing plant, maintaining a constant cold temperature throughout the journey. At the plant, once the truck arrives, the hoses are connected and the milk is pumped straight into the plant's storage tanks. Each batch of milk is sampled and sent to the testing lab to check its freshness, fat content, and safety levels. After the milk passes quality checks, it enters the pasteurization line using UHT technology. Streams of milk flow through tubes, exposed to high temperatures up to 135 to 150 degrees Celsius. That's 275 to 302 degrees Fahrenheit for about 2 to 5 seconds. You can imagine the gentle simmering sound as the milk heats up quickly and then cools down instantly. This method kills all bacteria while preserving the natural flavor and nutrients of the milk. The milk then flows into the homogenization system, where powerful pressure breaks down fat molecules into tiny particles. After this process, the milk becomes smoother than ever, no longer separating, regardless of temperature. Now the perfect milk flows through tubes to the packaging line. Here, automated filling machines precisely pour the milk into sterile cartons. The carton lids are sealed quickly, like a gentle press at the carton's top, ensuring no air can seep inside. The white milk cartons roll along the conveyor belt under inspection lights, ensuring every carton meets the standard. once tested and confirmed safe. The cartons are neatly packed into large boxes, loaded onto refrigerated trucks, and prepared for the journey to Starbucks stores. The trucks roll, their engines humming, as the milk cartons sway slightly on the road. Inside the cold compartment, the milk remains as fresh as when it left the cows. When the truck arrives at a Starbucks store, each milk carton is quickly placed into refrigerators by the staff, ready for the baristas to use. When a customer orders a latte or cappuccino, the barista grabs a carton of milk and pours it into a stainless steel pitcher. The steam wand of the espresso machine comes to life, with hot steam swirling into the milk, creating a whirlpool and forming a velvety foam. The barista watches the thermometer closely, waiting for the moment the milk reaches 65 degrees Celsius, 149 degrees Fahrenheit, just as the natural sweetness of the milk starts to shine. That soft velvety foam is then gently poured over a freshly brewed espresso shot by the barista. The milk flows into the cup, creating smooth white layers that mix with the deep brown of the coffee. A simple but perfect work of art. The sweet aroma of milk and coffee fills the air, awakening every sense. In just a few minutes, a steaming hot latte is placed on the counter, ready to deliver a delightful experience to the customer. And that's the journey from coffee beans and fresh milk to a perfect cup of Starbucks coffee. A process meticulously managed from farm to bar. From selecting high-quality coffee beans, hand harvesting, processing, roasting, to ensuring fresh milk supplies without growth hormones and maintaining natural sweetness. Every step is performed with passion and precision. Advanced machinery like the Clover Vertica and the expertise of the baristas bring you the smooth and aromatic coffee you love. What do you think about this process? What's your favorite coffee at Starbucks? Leave a comment below and share with us. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you won't miss out on more exciting discoveries with Captain Discovery. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.